You saw the title of the video and you're wondering, why is he telling us about chads? We don't care that chads get rejected. Well, I'm gonna tell you the reason why. There are a lot of chads who do BP content and try to appeal to you guys, telling you, look at me, I am conventionally attractive and I get rejected all the time. Well, in this video, I will tell you every reason there is that a girl can reject a guy that is not his looks. I mean, reject him despite him being Chad. So you can stop relating to these guys. Spoiler alert. Girls do not reject Chads because of their looks, they're Chads because they have superior looks. They reject them for other reasons, and you're gonna learn about them today. Brace yourselves for brutality. Reason number 1. She has already a Chad in hand, and monkey branching is very risky when you have a Chad. Next, she's in the post-Chad phase, where she feels that she has no control over her life, and now seeks a lesser man, or men in plural, to regain control of her life before she starts her Chad phase again. 3. Biological clock is ticking, and she's feeling that she must secure a serious relationship once and for all. But note that this is a phase, and she can go back to Chads in form of cheating or securing kids and coming back to the market as a cougar. Reason number 4. Insecurity. A lot of women are insecure and want to feel that they are the prettier one in the relationship. It actually happens as they're not gonna have the upper hand in the relationship, or they preventively reject the guy so he doesn't reject them first. Next reason. Fear of competing. They know that Chads are hard to keep, and a lot of women are not up for the competition. It might also go back to insecurity. If they had a slightly less attractive guy, they would have an easier time keeping him and keeping the other girls away from him. Another reason is that they can legit think it is a prank and that the guy is not actually interested in her, or he's just making fun of her like he lost a bet or something. A lot of girls are not confident, but sub-5s don't know about this because they don't see that side of girls. To a sub-5, girls seem to be confident all the time. She might have deemed that this Chad is extremely dangerous. Don't fall for the meme that women don't care if a Chad is a criminal. Of course, a lot of women will disregard that if their only chance to be with such a good-looking guy is to overlook his horrible actions. But for the girls who choose between Chads, they actually disregard the weird or dangerous ones. I would talk about personality and behavior, but it has to be such levels that probably won't happen in real life, so let's keep it real. It's most likely if a Chad gets rejected, it's not because of the way he behaves or his demeanor. A probable real reason could be that he poisoned the well too bad. And this happens, guys. I mean, it's hard to believe, but yes, Chads can poison the well. He must try harder than a normie, but yes, a Chad can definitely ruin his chances. If he has been seen with less attractive girls, if a girl literally witnesses women rejecting him and disrespecting him, that can really hurt his SMV, at least in that setting. And this is especially true if the girl deems that the other girls are less attractive than her. And girls talk. Keep this in mind. They talk, they repeat everything, especially if you're above average in looks, girls will discuss you. They will talk to you, and if you talk to any of them, send DM, followed any one of them on Instagram, you did anything, be it smile to one of them, and they will all know about it. So when you are in a warm setting, you must be careful about this poisoning the well effect, even if you're not a Chad. But I'm saying, poisoning the well is so bad that even Chads can suffer from it. And I agree with Wheat Waffles that it is very, very important. I'm gonna drop an H pill too, but a Chad can be rejected if he's too old. I mean, a 35 or 40-year-old Chad can get a lot of women. But if he's focusing on 18 years old, he's gonna have a lot of rejection purely based on age. Girls in their prime, they can pick Chads, and they will pick Chads closer to them in age. Also, a very common reason, she sees him being mugged by even chaddier Chad, or someone famous, and she wants to keep her chances with the biggest mugger in the room. Don't forget the saying, guys, the mug never ends. Also, she might value something that he failed at. Believe it or not, if she has strong beliefs about something, like she prioritizes strength and the dude lifts less than her or is out of breath looking weak, or let's say he's stupid and she's very smart, those things might not seem critical, but if the girl can afford other Chads in other days, she might let this one go. Don't forget, Chads are easy to come by these days. I refer you to my video that's popping in the top right corner right now, the Chad search engine. Also, although I doubt this is very common in the West, but a girl can refuse a Chad based on culture or religious community. Women might reject a Chad if his lifestyle or behavior doesn't align with her values and family expectations, especially if she's living within her family and she cannot quite hide it. But this is really not common in the West anyway. A girl can lose a Chad in the first interactions if she overplays game. Like she sees a Chad, she likes the chase, it's very fulfilling, very validating that a Chad is chasing her. She plays a little bit hard to get and she overplays her game. But this, girls will not risk it a lot because they usually stay in line when there is a Chad. They don't want to do risky things. But there is an abundance of Chads, and girls have their SMV very inflated that sometimes they can get carried away and overplay their hands, and Chad is gone. They regret this and they do it less in the future, but it still happens sometimes, and I am here to underline every reason. Also, it could be pure extreme validation, like she might reject him just to feel better. I mean, it feels good, like getting a chat is something, it's fulfilling, but imagine being able to reject them. That must be like the ultimate validation. Like, she has so many options that even if someone is perfect, she just rejects him because she can, and she knows that she will find a better man anyway. Man, it is brutal out there. Okay, I would say niche, but I think it's not because if a guy is attractive enough, a girl will switch niches for him. Even like political beliefs, veganism, or something like religion. Okay, now this one on Chad, but I think extremely poor game. I mean, extremely poor game, like literally negative, not zero, because zero game works for Chad. I'm saying negative game, like he doesn't know how to escalate, he breaks kayfabe, he gets defensive, brags too much. All these can lead a woman to change her mind before he even asks for her number. And even if he's hot, don't forget, being a Chad is a foot in the door these days. Even Chads are replaceable for true Stacy's. And now, the most important reason, the one that made me even think about this video, which is a girl can reject a poorly behaving Chad, like she takes an arrogant asshole Chad and she rejects him just to set the precedent that she doesn't care about looks that much. And the guy she is right now, who is handsome, that's just lucky, since she didn't care about looks on the first chat she rejected. Like, this is complicated, let me say it again. There is a Chad. He's very attractive, but he's an asshole. His personality is insufferable, and she rejects him because of that. But now that she rejects him, she has a precedent. She can say, look, I don't like good looking guys because when I had one good looking guy, I let him go because of his personality. Now she's gonna pick an even more attractive guy and she's gonna be with him. And when you point out that, oh, you are with that guy because he's attractive, she doesn't even feel your attack because to herself she proved that she doesn't care about looks. So she rejected the first guy despite him being attractive and she gave any bullshit excuse. Now when she's with an attractive guy, she's quite confident and secure that she's not superficial. Because if she was superficial, she would have stayed with the first guy, right? Well, that's how women think, sadly. I finished all the points I could think of, and I don't think there are any more. If there are, I'm really interested to hear them in the comments. But yeah, now you know every reason why a chat gets rejected. If you see an attractive guy complaining on Instagram like, I get rejected all the time, it must fall under one of these reasons. And for you, my dear sub 5, you get rejected for another reason, but it's only one reason. And I think you already know what it is. Please like the video, subscribe. See you soon.